hearts have harmony. Happy hearts have harmony.
Being spiritual and not religious drew us to scichic.com and its dating section linked in the footer.
It's a new launch, and we want you to register in hopes that you find a lover, partner, and a friend beyond a traditional introduction, breaking the use of cultural perception.
Tell your friends now.
Thank you for having me on so I can talk about Sundays. I'm going to be doing a half-hour live call-in show. I'll be recording it for my TV show that will be airing on Wednesdays, but Sundays between 12 and 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, that's California time, I will be available at 877-924-4783. That's my hotline number. It's being forwarded to the studio where we'll be taking calls and recording it for television. So remember, every Sunday, get a hold of me by dialing 877-924-4783. And remember, subscribe.
Woo! Where's my audience? There it is! Woohoo! Hello, hello. This is Robin Zodiac and the Coven Show. But the Coven is basically you and Brainstorm and Tony. Yay! So the Coven is here at the station. So we're taking live calls tonight. It's been crazy. First of all, crazy. Hello, Brainstorm.
Hello.
Crazy week.
Hello.
So
We're
had,
here.
yeah. So the Mayan calendar, the day at a time, was this week.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yes, it was July 25th, day at a time. So we basically started a new Mayan calendar as of yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Quetzalcoatl. That was Aztec.
Yes.
Not mine. Go ahead.
And so I celebrated. I had a wonderful Thursday.
Perfect.
Yes. And today, 5 years ago, is when my gorgeous daughter moved overseas. So today's a big anniversary date.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And that's pretty much, we went Mercury retrograde yesterday. So a lot of delays. I was complaining about the AC when my daughter was co-hosting weeks back, and on the way over, it was too hot for the AC to work, and the next day AC was fine. But tonight, same thing happened, Brainstorm.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah. So we arrived in the heat.
A little bit.
Yes, my karma. Anyway, that's Mercury retrograde for us. That's what happens.
Mercury.
Yeah, it takes
retrograde.
over like gremlins, takes over our computers.
What's that happen like
mechanics.
twice a year or something like that?
4 times a year.
4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yes.
A seasonal thing.
Yeah.
For chaos and retro activity.
Yeah. So
Rewinding all of your progress.
that's what it seems like. But I have to tell you that I think that my retrograde hit me before actually yesterday, like the last few weeks.
Hit me.
Yeah, it's been hard to like keep in the flow. I'm a big, I've been doing my vlogs. Today I did a commercial.
Your
My
vlogs.
vlogs. Yes.
Or blogs?
My daughter's loving it.
Oh,
She's watching them
vlog.
every day. She's got her teenage friends subscribing.
That's wonderful.
So just little
Keep it in the family.
few minutes a day updating everybody. I don't know. I mean, I became a psychic to, be of service of other people.
All right.
And I think it's my decades of consistency of local TV to radio to, my guest spots on reality TV and everything that, even guests have even called in and said, I'm famous. It's even like psychic schools call me, a famous celebrity psychic. That's where I got the title. I didn't make it up. You didn't give it to me. It's actually out there. But I actually like just being good in an industry that's not really mainstream,
Right.
It's kind of nice being it's like an indie record in a sense. You're kind of like
I would have to disagree with you.
What, you think I am mainstream media? Or do you think mainstream media is becoming a broader scope?
No, I mean, the psychic world or psychic readers, if you will. I mean, it is kind of mainstream. You remember Miss Cleo?
Aw.
She kind of brought it. Her and I remember the Dionne Warwick Psychic Network.
Oh yeah, I worked for them.
Oh, so
I used to.
So I guess it used to be in the mainstream.
Yeah, well, it's not really mainstream. It's always been taboo.
But they they kind of brought it into the mainstream. But then again, they suffered a lot of lawsuits too, right? Because of whatever they were doing, they were more focused on making a profitable business instead of actually, trying to be of service or helping people like you focus on rather, or first priority and.
Both of them, actually, Miss Cleo. I'm not sure about Dionne Warwick because that was like pre-internet.
Yeah, that was before her.
Yeah.
Huh? So was Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo, actually, what was the reason why she went down is because they were charging credit cards for services that weren't being conducted. So
right, hence the lawsuits.
They were stealing, and there was another psychic that went to jail for. Trading, making predictions in the stock market and trading. Probably didn't have a Series 7 license like you, and maybe that's why, but I don't know. I just was living overseas, and my friend sent me some videos and articles and stuff about a psychic that got arrested selling or taking money for trader, stock market stuff from major like stars and celebrities and things like that. But it was a Ponzi scheme. But there's a lot of them out there, and a lot of things that go on is that, the psychic stores, that we see on the corner, with these beautiful.
Oh, there's an interesting, not a miniseries, but what do you call those things? A series, whatever. What is it on?
Are you talking about my TV show?
It's on Hulu. No.
Oh, I have a TV show. Let's tell the audience about my TV show.
No, but remember that show about that
I talk about my show.
I know. Just give me a second, though, about what you were talking about, the psychic stores. There's an interesting series that just started. I can't remember if it's on Hulu or Amazon or something like that. I can't even remember the name of it.
Then why are you bringing it up?
Because it's exactly what you're talking about. That it's you can't really rely. I don't know. According to that show, it's ran by the Russian mob, or I don't know. I don't want any Russians coming after me now. But anyway, that's the show. Okay. So anyway, just to back up what you were saying, you do have a caller online. Waiting for you, but go ahead. Whatever you needed to finish there, please.
You totally got me off track. I guess what I was trying to say is that there's a difference between psychics and spiritual intuitives or people like me. Mm-hmm. And there are gypsies out there that, usually have these empty stores.
Well, that's
and when
what I
you
was
go
talking
in,
about.
then they want thousands and thousands of dollars. And I have a lot of clients that have given 25, 40, sometimes more, thousands of dollars to these gypsies, in the stores. So anyway, I'm here every Friday night to provide sample readings, psychic readings for those that maybe are going through a challenge in their life or have to make a decision and they just want some reinforcement that they're on the right track, or maybe there's an alternative. So we're here every Friday night. Also on Sundays at 12, I'm going to be doing some more live sample readings for a half hour every Sunday. And you can reach me on my hotline number, which is an 877 number, which I should give out every time, but it's given out at the commercial at the end of the show, but it's on my website. So my hotline number, if you call that Sunday between 12 and 12:30, we'll be doing some sample readings there. And then we'll be filming that for the television show that's airing every Wednesday. So lots of entertainment out there, lots of Robin Zodiac, lots of psychic readings, lots of participation. It's gone from like a reality TV show to more like a reality live psychic reading TV show. So let's go to the phones. Okay.
All right. Well, you have a real caller.
I have a live caller. This is Robin Zodiac. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Daryl.
Daryl. Oh, I think about you often, Daryl. You sound wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling because today is the 7th year of my son's passing.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And I just was wondering if anything was coming through or, I don't know. I just figured I'd give you a call.
No, I'm glad you did. You do sound good, but once you started talking about the death anniversary, I could tell that you got choked up. And once again, yes, he definitely, he loves you. He knows that you're disappointed that he's not around. It does say that you do worry, but he's still around. I mean, I feel like you're worried that, you'll never, have a chance with him again. And then another thing that he's bringing up to me is that Casey wants you to know that not only is he with you, but he is with you in a dream state too. So you will be seeing him in dreams, and you will be having those lingering feelings through the day as if you had a visit with him. So just wanted you to be aware that there is comfort coming up. Yes. And even though 7 years, it's still a long time, I still get that. He's still very much around you, and he's very much, the memories, it just feels like you and your family really have a lot, keep him alive in thought and in conversation, and, also, his daughter. So, yeah, it definitely, he knows that. He's also bringing up a vacation. I know you said that you were thinking about moving to Fort Lauderdale, and I said probably the beginning of the year. Are you going down there for any reason? I see a trip coming up.
I was there.
Oh,
for
you
2
were.
weeks
Oh, okay.
last week, and the week before, one of my other sons had moved there, and I went to visit him, and all my friends are over there and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see another trip. Well, it's very hard to get enthusiastic, and it's very hard to look into the future when you have to, go through today. I'm sure it's a very, very difficult day. I'm sure it's very hard for you to, be enthusiastic. Yeah.
He's a great person. And I do feel him around me, and I talk to him all the time. And, people... nobody's forgetting, which is great, and right now I have his daughter with me.
Fabulous.
And and that's, it might be something permanent. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, well, that would be a blessing. I feel like for your granddaughter, for sure.
So we'll just see what happens, but I just wanted to call and
I'm glad you did, Daryl.
Just share that with you because you always make me feel better.
Oh,
so, thank you.
Yeah, and like I say, I do think of you often. Very, very often. You're definitely connected.
Okay.
All right, have a good weekend and a good evening.
Thanks.
We'll talk again.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks
take
so
care.
much.
My pleasure.
All right, good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
So,
You have
So
like
tough.
a line of callers around the block over here.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Oh, okay.
Great, great.
All right, keep it rolling. Here you go.
Okay. You're on the phone with
Take care
Robin
of all these people
Zodiac.
here.
It's Robin. Hello, who's this?
Lori.
Hi. Lori, how can I help? Yeah. What would you like me to look into?
I can't hear you very well.
Well, I can hear you. I'm not sure. Maybe it's your phone?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, great. All right. So, Lori, what would you like me to look into? Did you have a question for me this evening?
Just anybody that shows up, and if you know anything about my health.
Well, I'm not getting anything about your health. I do feel like there seems to be some anxiety going on with you at this time, meaning that it feels that it's hard for you to relax or find some calm within your spirit right now. When you asked if there's anybody around you, I did pick up a female and a male older energy that love you very much, that have crossed over, that are with you. It does say that you are protected. No, I feel like there's an older man, but it's been a long time since he's crossed. So is this a father, or has your father, is he with us, or is this a grandfather? Because I get like an older male figure that loves you very much. It seems like it's family.
It's my grandfather.
And and I get the number 7 also. I know we're in the 7th month. Has it been 7 years, or is July significant for him? Because I get the number 7.
7. He's been gone for many years, about 57 years.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a long time. Yeah, you don't sound that old, honestly. So
I'm an old lady.
Yeah, you don't sound that old at all. But yeah, but your father does come through very much. He says that you have turned out to be a lot like him. And yeah, and he does love you very much. He also talks about something like with letters or writing. And did he write, or are you writing, or are you thinking about writing something having to do with your father? I mean, did you find a letter? Something with writing.
Yes.
Yes,
I did write a letter to my father, who is alive.
Okay, and your grandfather, and is this your father's father that's passed that we've been talking about?
No, my mother's.
Oh, your mother's. For some reason, he was the one that brought up the letter. So you wrote a letter to your dad recently. And was this kind of making peace with yourself? Is that what the letter was about? Yeah, because it does feel, once again, it was a life-changing letter, even though maybe you felt like, you did it for yourself. It does feel that those words really did sink in and provoke your father. And it seems like he is trying to make some changes within himself. I feel like he's had like a rebirth experience, or these revelations live with him on a daily basis, meaning that he's trying to address what you had brought to his attention. So I just wanted you to know that it was the power of the pen, and maybe you didn't, realize what the outcome would have been or could be. But what I'm getting tonight is that you really have influenced and made an impact for change in his life for the better. So, so I just wanted you to know that. And for some reason, I know he's not the father-in-law or the grandfather of the father, but he did bring in that letter and say something about your writing, that it's eloquent and it's beautiful and meaningful and it makes an impact. That's why he brought up the letter. But he also wanted me to encourage you to continue to write, because you do have a gift in that. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the call tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, Laura. You have a better rest of the week. Okay.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Wow. Could you tell the change? I mean, from before she called to when she said goodbye, I can hear the change.
Unfortunately, I was messing with the mixing
Yeah,
board.
what's
I
going on
tuned
over
out.
there? What's going on?
Nothing. Just
getting a
making,
lot of attention back
making
there.
sure that the machine is well oiled. All right, moving right along. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
There you go.
Okay, it's Robin Zodiac. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Mary.
Hi, Mary. How can I help tonight?
I was just wondering if there might be any messages from my son.
Well, the first thing I do pick up is that there seems to be a lot of worry around you right now. He says that you are healthy and you're very, very strong, but he's worried because it does feel like there seems to be some affiliation from the past coming back. So have you heard from anybody that you have dealt with from the distant past? Has anybody resurfaced in your life? Because that's what your son's addressing. There's some worry or concern. Maybe it hasn't happened yet?
No, not recently.
Okay, well, once again, it does feel like just be careful that it could be somebody coming back from the past that's going to give you a sad story, or it just says that your son's concerned, that don't just take care of yourself. Don't buy into some story from somebody you haven't dealt with in a long time. And I can tell, Mary, that you're very, very sad. It says that you're really missing your son. He's with you. He loves you very much. He's also, it feels like, for some reason, do you wake up sometimes in the middle of the night? It just feels like he's cuddling you or he's hugging you, or do you feel his presence in your sleep? Because he's bringing that visual to my attention, like he's hugging you while you're sleeping. Do you feel that at all? Do you wake up feeling a presence?
I don't really.
Okay.
I wish I did, but I don't feel him at night. There are some times I think he's around, and other times I'm just not sure.
Yeah, he's
I'd
definitely
like to think
around.
so. But
Yeah, he's definitely around. I mean, he loves you very much, and maybe tonight's reading for you, Mary, is going to happen. So I really would appreciate it if you would keep me updated on what I'm getting tonight, because these things, if they don't sound familiar, they're coming very strongly visually. That means that usually things do come up. So, but he is worried about you. It just feels like you're going through some lonely moments. It does feel like you're doing some house cleaning, and it feels like you're kind of not paying attention to energy that's chaotic. I really feel like you're searching for some comfort right now, and you will find it. But the first thing he said is be careful of people from the past giving you a song and dance or a sad story. Okay.
oh, that's interesting. No, I'll keep that in mind.
All right, Mary. All right. Thanks for the call tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
All right, wonderful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, she was wonderful. Once again, I could hear a change of energy, which is good. So we have another caller. This is Robin Zodiac. Hello, hello.
Hi. Hello. How
Hi.
are you?
Good. Who's this?
My name's Michelle.
Hi. How can I help, Michelle?
Hi.
Yeah.
Just wondering what you're seeing for love for me, and how I can recognize the right one.
Okay. And where are you calling from, Michelle? What state?
Illinois.
Illinois. Okay, yeah, we have spoken before, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we've had a really good connection. Yeah, I did feel like there was success with the new man coming in, and I still feel like that's about to happen. I am getting that it seems like he's either had a military or some sort of government job from the past. So he's very disciplined, very orderly, routine, disciplined. You can depend on him, reliable. So it does say that there is a marriage coming up for you, Michelle. So it says that you've had some frustration, and I do recall that we have spoken before, and it's been a very long time since you've been involved in a relationship, right? Isn't that so? We've talked about that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is about to change. I am getting 2 men coming in, but I am getting one as somebody completely new that you don't know of. The other one you may have had a past with. It does feel like he's going to resurface in the next couple weeks, most likely during retrograde. And then it does feel like by the end of summer, I get September time period, there's a new man coming in that is really going to give you some peace of mind. It says that he's really going to look after you. He's going to do those things that, guys do, like fill up your car with gas, wash it, drive you around, look after you like a real gentleman. That's what I get. Somebody that really is going to treat you like a lady. So I do feel that there is somebody, and he is a bit older than you, not much older. He does have money, but it just feels like he's just a hardworking man. So I am seeing marriage quite clearly. Quite clearly.
Oh, good.
So yeah, things are about
Because,
to turn around.
I've never been married. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, which is shocking.
Yeah. Well, that's about to change. I totally recommend that you give my ebook a read. It's Robin Zodiac. Okay. It's on Amazon. It's called Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal. It's a very simple read. It's like an advice column. And people that helped me, of course I wrote it, but I did have people edit it and, format it and, do things, upload it and those sort of things. And the ladies that read it, they said, oh my gosh, this stuff works. This really does work. And it's not only, it's geared for relationships and I talk about everything your mother never told you. And there are subjects in there that I can't really, advertise, but it's
okay.
but I totally recommend it, from going single to having an engagement in a year. And it's basically a map or a guideline on what to do. And the thing is I have been doing these psychic readings since I was a teenager, since I had a near-death experience at 15, 16. And one thing what was I talking about? I was just talking about near-death experience. There you go. I was off in another world. But about relationships in general, it's just everything comes in cycles. And so, like I said, when I've been doing this for so long as a reader, that there are predictable arguments, predictable toxic conversation, predictable things that do come up. It's just like relationships are like a plant. They grow, they sprout leaves, they sprout, new ideas, new plans, things like that. So I really do recommend that you take a look at that, because I am feeling that you're on the verge of love, but, if you read my ebook, you'll be out there practicing with as many men that, come your way that are a possibility. Like I say, you get the vibe out there, So practice makes perfect, but I do see September that you are going to meet somebody, regardless whether you read the ebook, but I really think that it would give you a really good idea on how to hold it together, because both men and women, we, especially in the beginning of the, honeymoon stage is what we call it. We all have our moments of feeling so insecure, like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not rich enough. We all have our moments. So this is what this is about. It's about, controlling those thoughts and also guiding your mate, or a possibility of your mate's thoughts, to get on the same page and get in sync. So anyway, enough about that. Totally recommend it.
Great. Thank you so much.
Sure, Michelle. And yeah, definitely keep me posted. And also another thing too
is
that I mentioned, I did pick up that you were getting more fit, or you're becoming more ambitious about exercise. Is that what's going on with you, Michelle? Is that something that you're
trying
getting back into, or were you involved in that?
Absolutely.
You were really heavy into it, and then you kind of took a break, and now you're getting back into it?
Yes.
Yeah, the thing that I got is, pace yourself, It doesn't have to be all, every day, pace yourself. Give yourself a couple of
Okay.
times a day, and you'll enjoy it a lot more, and you'll stick with it in the long haul. Okay.
Yeah, that's important to keep it going.
Yeah, it is. I know, but when you do too much and then, you kind of peters out. So if you, a couple times a week and, you'll feel great at the end of the week. You'll maintain yourself
and drink lots of water.
Well, of course.
No less than 64 ounces for a woman.
And that's brainstorming.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Sure. My pleasure, Michelle.
really
It's good to hear
appreciate it.
from you. Yeah. All right. Have a good rest of the week.
I went to the
You
gym
too. Thank
today.
you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Michelle.
You went to the gym today.
I did, and drinking lots of water, too.
I know. You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's why I said drink a lot of water as part of the secret.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next caller, please.
Great.
Oops, I almost hung up on her.
Oh, no.
Or her. I'm not sure who it is.
Hi, it's Robin Zodiac, and this is...
Hello, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
Michaelette, how you?
Hi. Is this Michael? You said?
Ma'am?
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. How can I help, Michael? Did you have a question or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a question about about my the question is about my living arrangement.
Your living arrangement? Okay.
Yeah, in my company.
Okay. Well, I am getting a mother figure. So are you living with another female?
It's like it's two plus some more other people than him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I felt that there was other people around, but I did get a mother figure, and it just feels like you're going through some stress, or it just feels like the energy between the two of you will sort itself out. But I am getting that there seems to be some flare-ups. I also, I mean, I'm not sure what your question is about your living arrangements. I do feel like, your home and your environment has been your main focus. I am seeing that there seems to be some money coming in, and I do feel like there seems to be an opportunity for a move. And I get that it seems like you'll be on your own. I'm getting like it could be some help, grant-wise, or just a more reasonable living arrangement. But I am feeling that there is a new home. It seems to be your own home. So am I right that there does seem to be another female energy that seems to be kind of at you right now, where you are feeling like you want to make a move?
Yeah, because I'm in the process of getting a divorce.
Oh, I see.
And she stole half my stuff. She had my stuff away. Then my stuff got.
Oh my gosh.
And through all of that, she was lying at work and doing a lot of stuff at work lying. First it was I jumped on her, but I never did. Second, I was stalking. Then the third one in court was I was cheating on the job. So I'm trying to figure out when I go to court what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, I would love to do a private reading with you. I think that we would probably need a lot more time to talk about what's going to happen. But I mean, honestly,
cool.
Yeah, for the thing that I got, Michael, is that you're you need to get out of this environment. It's toxic, and it does feel. You said that she said that you jumped on her. So, are you going to court for that? I mean, did the state pick that up, or?
No,
Okay, good.
no,
Okay,
all
it's
it
just
was
the
lies.
divorce. Yeah,
No,
no,
it
it
was
all
just
sounds like
lies.
lies. Yeah. Well, I felt that the courts were going to see that this was just, she's just throwing whatever she can at the wall to see what's going to stick. I mean, that was what I initially felt. But once again, you can reach me online and take my hotline number and, let's schedule an appointment because it does seem like it's pretty complicated and there's so much going on that we could really go over it with a private reading and get a lot more covered, if that's okay,
And
Michael.
okay, what is the number?
It's 877 924 4783.
All right.
Okay, great. So I'll be looking forward to that call. But yeah, it does sound like you.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate you calling tonight because I can tell that you're going through a lot and you just don't know which way to go. But I do feel things are going to work out really well for you. I mean, I see you being very, very happy. But it is going to be some months before you reach that point. So I'm here for you, but let's do a private and get on the right track with this.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Michael, you have a good rest of the weekend. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
All right. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Too many private issues there, huh?
Well, I mean, there was a lot. So instead
I
of going
understand.
on and, I mean, obviously,
Airing out his laundry, huh?
well, I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine all your stuff being given away by your soon-to-be ex?
I could.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, I
that's
wasn't.
just bad karma.
No, I wasn't talking about what she's giving away.
Oh, I
I'm talking
know.
about-
No, it's
All
just
right.
that I didn't want to go on and on, but I just felt his pain and I can tell that the energy around him is just, I feel for him. But anyway, like I said, we'll work it out. That's what I'm here for. I moved to Los Angeles because I came to college, but I also wanted to be an entertainer, an actress. And I have to tell you, I mean, I got work, I was able to pay my bills, but being of service, doing psychic readings, this is my passion. This is my love. This is why I'm here tonight. To take your calls.
That's great,
and to
Miss
help
Zodiac,
people.
but you got some callers here waiting for you, if you don't mind. Reserving your bio for another
No,
day.
no.
I'm
it's
teasing
not a
you.
bio. Yes,
All right.
you are teasing me.
We got. Okay, here's your next caller.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, it's Robin Zodiac. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Debbie from Vancouver.
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for calling in tonight. How can I help? What's going on? What would you like me to look into?
Thank you for answering my
Sure.
call. I appreciate it. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know,
glad we got
just
to it.
what do you see for me?
I
would appreciate anything that you would see.
Oh, my dear. The first thing I pick up is that it seems like your prayers are being answered. I mean, Debbie, I am going tonight. It just seems like a running theme. And I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but it says that you're going through some disappointment and you seem to be feeling some loneliness. So once again, like I said earlier, are you doing some house cleaning? Are you kind of like pulling back from some people or reassessing your relationships right now?
With some of the people, my family, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes that's needed, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent, but I just feel like that's a good thing because that's the first thing I feel is that you've, once again you have to do this, instead of hanging in there and constantly being disappointed. It does feel that this is a new you and how you're relating to them because, honestly, I feel like you're always trying to, patch things up and make things work out, and I feel like they're kind of taken by surprise because you're feeling, hey, wait a minute, you should be making up with me, so it's just a a waiting process, but it does feel like family is going to come back around, but it could be, a lonely summer. So I just wanted you to know that I did pick up loneliness and that you are going to make it through, but even more so, you're going to bring in new energy. You're going to have new circles of people around you that really do love you. And I'm not saying, that family is being replaced. I'm saying family will come back eventually, like in about 3 months, but it does feel like, letting that energy go, bringing in new friendships, new events and experiences this summer is going to benefit you in the long run. So I feel like you're really looking after your instincts right now and taking care of yourself. And I do sense that you've been asking the universe for some change, and maybe you didn't expect it to be this kind of change, but this is what I'm feeling. The universe is bringing you change, even though it's a bit uncomfortable. And, it's stressful, that things are actually going to be better in the outcome. So that's what I feel. Family's going to be back. They're going to love you more, and you're going to have friends that love you and support you. So it does look like it's going to be a very good summer.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I see. And Debbie?
Thank you so much.
Sure. I also feel like there's a relationship coming up for you, too. So I am getting married. So,
Would it be my anniversary?
Yeah, so you are married.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, he comes in very strongly. Yes, he's very important to you. Yes, it does feel.
Anniversary is Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic! Happy anniversary! And how many years?
Thank you.
How many decades?
12 years.
12 years. 1 decade.
Well, 12 years. And
that's great.
Yeah, and 19 and a half together.
Fantastic. That's very successful.
Yeah.
Very successful. Well, great. Well, have a wonderful anniversary weekend, Debbie. Thanks for the call in, and definitely keep me updated with the family. But more to come. More to come.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Have
my
a great
pleasure.
evening.
You too. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Drop the balloons.
Yeah, we're having a good show. I never know. Does the show end at 10 minutes to 8, or do we know?
It just depends how I feel.
When Tony comes running in and
whenever
throwing me kisses.
Whenever the landlord comes in.
The landlord, yeah.
Asking for the rent. All right, here's your next caller.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't have any rent
Did you know
problems.
that I had to call the studio and Tony and say, why aren't you taking your money out? Why aren't you paying yourself?
I don't know. I'm confused now.
No, Edie called me this week. I called her, and then she called me back. She said, yeah, I have your check. I haven't cashed it yet. I called her yesterday. I'm like, how come you haven't cashed my check? Did you have it?
I don't know who.
So
it
nobody's
is.
cashing my checks.
Well,
I have to call people.
I'll cash
Take
it.
my money. Doesn't it work?
Hey.
Am I still alive? Pinch me.
You've never told me that.
I'm telling you
I
now.
will. Yeah, I will. I'll cash your checks. Anyway, here's your.
Okay. I'm not offering them to you, though.
Oh, terrible.
I know.
Not nice.
Hello.
Hi, it's Robin Zodiac. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Iris.
Hi, Iris. How can I help tonight?
Hi. I guess I would like to know what areas should I focus in as far as developing my own
psychic
intuition, abilities. I've tried a few things, but I'm not sure because I haven't practiced enough if it's for me. I have a direction of where I want to go, but where you want to go and what is really for you, or can be two different things.
Ms. Zodiac, I don't mean to interrupt, but why don't you tell her that you're starting up a psychic school here in a couple of months, right?
Yes. I have some amazing people that are going to be and brainstorm.
I do have that on the table,
Yeah.
so I'll be getting that
he's
for you as soon as I
helping.
can. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So, so we have a psychic school, and so I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. And once again, I think, Iris, you might be my last caller, but let me say that, the thing about developing your psychic ability.
I'll grab her name and number before she hangs up, okay?
Okay, is that okay,
Just
Iris?
for you to
Okay,
keep in the
great.
future.
But the thing is that there's a lot of different variables. the psychic is like clairvoyance that goes on in your mind. That is something that is developed by the more practice or the more readings that you do. It's like a muscle, the third eye in the brain that is strengthened by working it out, basically. So that's one part of being psychic. The other part of being psychic, and you probably have heard cold calls. And cold calls, especially if you have a person in front of you, then you pay attention to their body language. You pay attention to just so many things about them, their aura, energy, and you tap into it. But I look at clairvoyance as this way, and this is how I best describe it. It's like these visions or these impressions go on in your mind as a movie when you're talking to somebody. And your job as a channel or as a psychic is to describe what's going on in your mind while the person is either talking about their question or asking you to tap into a situation. Whatever comes through your mind, whether it's a song or a movie or an experience that you may have had, or maybe another reading that sounds familiar, you just explain that at the time, because everything when it comes to psychic reading is timing. I use cards. Everybody makes fun of me because I've been a psychic since I had a near-death experience at 16, but I use cards, which is what they say is the amateur way of reading. But I look at it this way. They come up in certain ways at certain times, and timing is everything. And how they come up, and me as a channeler, as a translator, is usually the outcome. So I do rely heavily on my divination tools, and I do use crystal balls. But the thing I would say is, just pay attention to your surroundings, just the more details that you can remember when you exit a room. What were the details in that room that you left, when you were there? That will help a lot with sharpening up your instincts, or your ability. But yeah, thank you for asking. And yes, Brainstorm's going to ask for your number, and we're going to stay in touch because yes, I do have some incredible people that all want to get involved in this, developing your psychic skills, but also being able to, do not only, psychic readings, but really push the envelope with, telekinesis or even manifesting, material objects. I mean, this is all like quantum physics also. But yeah, definitely. We'll be in touch.
Actually, I have her number already here. Her name is Iris, right?
Iris, yeah.
Yeah, that way, I guess I can't talk to her without everybody else not listening. So yeah, I got her number.
Oh, we got your number, Iris. We'll be in touch.
And I'll just hand it to you, and you can call her anytime.
Okay, great. Thanks, Brainstorm.
Wonderful.
You solved our problem. All right, Iris. Nice meeting you. Looking forward to doing more work with you. That'll be great. My pleasure.
Yes.
Okay, bye for now.
Right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, what else have I been doing? Oh, I'm going to be working on a new website. I decided that I really need to get with my design team and
you
continue
got
doing
five.
That. Oh, I do?
I didn't mean to interrupt you here. You got 5 minutes, at least one more caller?
Okay,
or
great. Yeah,
right.
let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Hi, it's Robin Zodiac.
Hi, this is Lisa.
Hi. How can I help, Lisa?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good to hear from you.
I'm just curious. I've been getting a few readings done lately, and they keep saying that I've been, I'm going through this change, this big change, and there's going to be an abundance of wealth and happiness, and I'm kind of curious as to what it means because I've been feeling a lot of different things going on lately.
Yeah, I feel like you're about to have a big change. Wealth doesn't necessarily mean money. Wealth can mean friends and family, and that's the kind of wealth that I got. I did see a work and home change. So have you recently, or have you moved, or any job changes recently, or nothing?
I recently bought a program to learn how to do marketing and stuff from home. Something new, something I've never done before.
Fantastic.
But I'm hoping it works out.
Oh, it will. Yeah. That's the, with today, it sounds like you need to, have a program that works, with social media and kind of get up to snuff with today's world. So, yeah, I definitely see that there's an abundance amount of success. And yes, you putting yourself out there and taking the risk and making the investment. And yes, I mean, everything you put your mind to, you have to look at the glass half full, no matter what, even with rejections, well, thanks for the time, or, whatever the energy exchange is, try to be grateful for it. But I definitely see that you have a strong ability also yourself. It just feels like you've the last 4 years have been very challenging for you is what I'm getting, Lisa, and that's about to change. So is that right? You've just have had setback after setback. So it does say that you are going through a rebirth. I do agree with the other readers that you're about to have this windfall of success. I did see a new home. I did see work, and I do feel like you're going to be able to work on your own probably in March of next year, with this whole design idea that you're going to be pursuing. But give yourself at least 3 months before you actually start seeing some really big results. And I see success, but I also feel like you have to keep it fresh and keep it going. So there will be things down the line. But yeah, I feel that you're moving in the right direction. You're following your instincts. It does feel like you're worried if you can do it. And you're the only one that can really answer that. And I believe that you can do it for sure because you did put your money and you did put your energy towards it. And you're calling tonight just to get reinforcement and, that, yes, of course you're going to be able to do this and be very successful and glad that you made the investment because that's what I feel the big worry is. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Am I going to make it back? Is this going to be another loss? But it's going to work out. So just, put your mind to it,
great.
enjoy it. Just look at it this way. Business is about relationships. Look at it this way going into it. What relationships are you going to get through this or meet? What kind of people are you going to meet through this? And look forward to building those relationships and networking because that's where I feel a lot of this success is going to come from is the niche that you have created and the people around you that are in the same, excitement, energy. It'll work out.
Okay. Can I ask one other question?
Sure.
Okay. Also recently I've been getting into, I bought a tarot deck.
Great.
And my grandmother was very psychic. She did the crystal ball, tarot cards, everything. And I kind of feel like I put this on the back burner for many years while I was trying to find myself. And I recently got some cards, but I don't really know how to go about starting to learn how to read them and, memorize the cards and all that stuff. I'm very into all of that, and I just want to kind of get your opinion on how do I start?
Okay, well, Lisa, if you don't mind, can I grab your number too? I'm going to call Iris and you. I'll call you because once again, we're going to do a psychic school, and I'm definitely going to help with the tarot cards. But the thing that I use is the Celtic cross. But then I cross the Celtic cross. So I'll try to do a video maybe next week if you can watch the show. Then I can explain more on how I do the spread. But just throw the book out. Okay. Just throw the book out and start reading for your friends. And the thing is you have to get attuned to the cards. What the cards mean to you doesn't necessarily mean what they mean to me as a reader. So you have to figure out what the cards mean to you. And the only way to do it is practice. And like I was saying earlier, that, whether you're paying for a reading or whether you're being paid for a reading, you're still strengthening your psychic ability. You're still getting stronger. I mean, you're still working that out, that part of your brain out. So, yeah, just practice. I mean, and tell everybody. I know a lot of people don't want to, advertise, but that was like 20 years ago. It was like hush hush, but but tell people, yeah, I'm a reader, and I guarantee you'll be the life of the party. You'll be invited to places. You'll be gifted. I mean, I've been given diamonds. I mean, traveled all over the world. I'm just saying. I mean, I've had a very extensive career, but I'm just saying I get incredible perks. People love me. I was thinking that on the way over too, because I love doing these shows, and I know that that people really do appreciate them, and that's why I do it. Is the love exchange? It fills me up. I'm hoping that everybody that calls in fills up. But yeah, but the tarot reading, yeah, it like I had said earlier, it's more than just a coincidence where they come up. And it's the spread that I use is different. It's very easy, which I can explain to you. But just practice. Okay. You'll get better and better at it. And I'm so excited that people are more excited about tarot readings and more excited about psychic readings, because I always said after the Maya calendar, we would all become more psychic. And I feel that this is why people are starting to go out and buy tarot decks or wanting to work on it, is because I feel like us as a culture, or us as a human whole, we're becoming more psychic. We're evolving. We're evolving.
That's we're going through some sort of spiritual transition right now.
We are. Major. Age of Aquarius, maybe.
Hey, I'm Aquarius.
Maybe.
What is her name?
Lisa.
All right, I got
Lisa. Yeah.
I got it jot down here for you.
I think the station is going to start, closing, shutting off the lights here. We've gone way over. But thank you so much for calling in. Please do stay in touch. Please stay in touch. Okay, bye-bye, Lisa. Thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
Boy, this was a great
Bye-bye.
show.
Wait, let me close the door. Tony's coming.
I
Hold
didn't know
on.
how much I missed of the call-ins. This is great. Did Shar do a call-in show earlier? That's why I got the overflow. This is why I scheduled this time slot. I got the overflow. Oh, we didn't get in. We'll get the next psychic.
That's right.
All right, Brainstorm, thank you.
No,
Thanks a lot. I
thank
appreciate
you.
it. All right.
All right, say goodbye to your...
Bye, Tony. Bye, audience. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me on so I can talk about Sundays. I'm going to be doing a half-hour live call-in show. I'll be recording it for my TV show that will be airing on Wednesdays. But Sundays, between 12 and 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, that's California time, I will be available at 877-924-4783. That's my hotline number. It's being forwarded to the studio, where we'll be taking calls and recording it for television. So remember, every Sunday, get a hold of me by dialing 877-924-4783. And remember, subscribe.
Chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at Chic.com.
Psychic Robin Zodiac has talent of ESP abilities to predict your future in accurate detail. Robin Zodiac has authored many advised books, and you can interact at Psy-Chic.com. Clients call Robin at 877-924-4783 for a $3 a minute reading.